find another girlfriend here, but I'm the luckiest one. After 6 years, I asked one of my sisters if she coming here. She's coming soon. I have her. You know, I really feel home because it's with my husband, my first child, and my sister is coming over. You know, it's I feel more comfortable, more happy, and everything. A little bit less missing home. She was only 17 years old, and she lived with me and my husband. And we represent like a mama and dad for her. My husband took her to the church. And after that, at the Samari church, after that, they went to have photos. We have photos together and everything. And there used to be East Free Library. They not exist there anymore. And there where they have the reception over there. There was Italian man, did the cooking. We have the band. You know, we have a lovely time.
Geelong is a city built upon migration. The migration waves of the 50s, 60s and 70s made a major contribution to the building of Geelong's industrial and social base. Today, almost 1 in 3 Geelong residents have parents or grandparents whose origins lay in non-English speaking countries. Almost 10% of Geelong residents speak a language other than English at home. The Geelong Ethnic Communities Council is the peak body representing the aspirations of its 31 affiliated ethnic communities from across the region, including close ties with the Wathaurong Aboriginal Cooperative. Responding to the community's needs for 3 decades, the Council has provided comprehensive immigration, welfare, social, health, aged care, employment and training services. The Migrant Employment Program, for instance, since 1994, has assisted more than 600 migrant job seekers find employment. And the opening of the multicultural aged care complex in 1994 demonstrated the Council's deep commitment to the planning and provision for its rapidly ageing first-generation migrant communities. Despite making such significant contributions to the economic and cultural life of the region, the Geelong Ethnic Communities Council still does not have a permanent home that it can call its own. Leasing geographically disparate and often totally inadequate sites across the region has had a negative impact upon the effectiveness of the GECC's service delivery. The visionary plan to amalgamate key GECC services on the DW Hope site in Nor Lane would provide a significant impetus to multicultural service provision, particularly for the emerging ethnic communities of our region, such as the Bosnian, Chinese and Indonesian groups. The DW Hope site behind the Ford engineering plant in Nor Lane has strong links with our post-war migration program, being the original site where many migrants arriving in Geelong for the first time were housed for up to 2 years as they established new lives for themselves in our city. Today, 3 ethnic communities have continued multicultural connections with the site. The The German, Spanish and Filipino communities all have social clubs that operate from the DW Hope site. Unfortunately, the current buildings are frequently subject to vandalism and the area is badly lit and landscaped. In 1998, the DW Hope Community Centre Steering Committee was established with representation from the City of Greater Geelong, the State Government and the GECC. A comprehensive feasibility study for the DW Hope project was completed in 2002, clearly demonstrating the need and viability for a multi-purpose centre catering for broad-based community need. The innovative design for the DW Hope Centre incorporates bold features and will be something the whole Geelong community can be justly proud of. The design complex incorporates the shape of the original Nissan huts that covered the site and housed many thousands of immigrant families between 1946 and 1975. The centre will have modern state-of-the-art spaces catering for a wide range of needs for ethnic groups and the general community of Geelong. The centre will contain state-of-the-art spaces for the delivery of aged care services, commercial kitchens and dining rooms, office spaces and private consulting rooms, a culture cafe, training facilities, childcare facilities, art gallery and artist spaces, meeting rooms, a large multi-purpose hall for community gatherings, ample car parking including a major landscaping of gardens and surrounding environment. The proposal also includes an interpretive historical centre housed within an original Nissan hut, recounting the importance of migration to Geelong's social and economic development. Along with the well-established Watherong Aboriginal Cooperative immediately adjacent to the site, the DW Hope project will also help to inject new life and vitality into the precinct. Having already been promised the DW Hope site, currently owned by the City of Greater Geelong, the DW Hope Steering Committee calls upon the State Government, business and the broader community for financial support of this landmark community project. Given that 80% of first-generation migrant communities reside in the northern suburbs, a permanent home for the GECC on the DW Hope site in Nor Lane makes sense, geographically, socially and economically.
I found out about the SWEET program by MEP Employment Training in North Geelong. I went down there just looking for a job and I actually started talking to one of the people behind the counter and she just told me about a new program in the old post office and I put my name down for it and I got an interview.
Well, this guy from Gate came to our school and he was giving a talk about what our options are. And yeah, he told me about SWEET and I thought, yeah, it sounds pretty cool.
The best thing I like about SWEET is that the teachers treat you like you're an adult, not like you're a real little kid, and they understand you more here than at high school.
One thing that makes that easier, I think, is that we have a much lower ratio of students to teachers. So it's a completely different atmosphere from high school. There's a greater opportunity for one-on-one support.
All the teachers are very easy to talk to. They understand where we're coming from. They all know what it's like these days to be young.
The teachers, they're cool, they're easygoing and it's relaxed.
Well, Danny, she's my English teacher and she's alright. And then there's Andy and he's like really spiritual. He's into meditation and stuff like that.
A lot of the students are really quite marginalised. They may have been asked to leave more than one high school and they may have low literacy and numeracy, low self-esteem. So just being able to create an atmosphere of real acceptance makes a big difference.
Basically, I just want to get my Year 10 and at the moment I've got a steady job, so after that I'm going to get my VCE.
I hope to achieve a job in preschool aid, in kindergarten teaching.
What I want to get from SWEET is my Year 10 certificate.
I want to get my certificate and go back and do VCE and then become a landscape gardener.
And the SWEET program is a stepping stone from high school to further education or employment or training.
I was doing the SWEET program for 6 months last year from July till December. I found out how to do my VCE studies through one of my teachers at SWEET. If I hadn't done SWEET, I'd be sitting at home doing nothing, living off the dole.
We're not looking at keeping students for as long as we can in our program. We're looking to move them on into further study or employment or training. We want to give them an equivalent in maths and English of a Year 10 level, because that then becomes a stepping stone for TAFE or even VCE or other careers that might require a Year 10 passing.
Well, I did SWEET last year, which was mainly focused on my Year 9 pass, and this year it was more focused on finding a job search, and ended up getting work experience through it for the Americana. And the Americana thought I was such a good worker that he wanted me as an apprentice. Couldn't work at school, normal school wasn't suited for me, and I've come here, it's just a total different story. It was great. SWEET benefited my life by getting an apprenticeship out of it. It's a good job. It's not like a fast food job or nothing that I've been stuck in for my previous jobs.
In terms of what we're offering them, in a sense, we're offering them an environment where they can really develop their self-esteem. So we do a lot of self-development work and a lot of work in job-seeking skills and job readiness skills. The main thing I think is that students get out of the program what they put in. Because MEP is an employment service, we have some excellent other programs within MEP which give our students an opportunity that they otherwise might not have in other programs. We see ourselves as at the cutting edge and innovators within alternative education for early school leavers. We'll be looking at diversifying and broadening our scale of what we can offer, primarily into the area of links with schools and pathways to further employment.